What's up, everyone? This is basically going to be very unedited, just me expressing my thoughts and just collecting after the championship game. I got home last night from Stuttgart. Honestly, one of the best experiences of my life. But we're just going to wrap up a little bit and kind of just take a relaxed way. I think I did this last year and it was well respected. So we're just going to get into it. A couple notes and just things that I wanted to go through. Some things I don't really know much about. Like, of course, everyone at the awards and the game was asking about the future of the league and what that is going to look like. The truth is, I don't know anything about it, so I can't really comment on it, sadly, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Anyway, first and foremost, I just want to thank everyone, especially the people in the ELF that got me there. Maxi, Lucas, Felix, Lisa, Yana, like all the people that collectively got me there, Michael as well. Would take too long to thank everyone, of course, but thanks to all those guys that got me there. And everyone that made me feel so welcome. Like, I'm not from Germany, I don't speak any German. Everyone was speaking English to me, making me feel really included, which is great. At the awards, everyone was fantastic. Thanks to Nick as well, of course, for driving me around. It's been a pleasure hosting with the ELF Live with Nick all season. We do have one more, of course, to wrap up the championship game. But yeah, it was great. Honestly, when I got there, first day, meet with Tebs and Harvey, two great guys from the UK. Somehow found Danny Webber from Fourth Down Fiasco and his family, including Paul, who I love. And that was great. We just drank and we had a great time. That was a good way to start the weekend. And then, of course, the awards was fantastic. Honestly, it made me very emotional at the time, just how many people were coming up to me saying, like, we love what you're doing for the league. We love watching your stuff. Like, everything you put out, we watch was really, 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 really nice. Like, I had a little bit of that last year, the awards. This year, I had like 50, 60 people come up to me and say that how much they enjoy my work and how much they appreciate me. So that was honestly really, really good because throughout this whole, because I'm currently, as of right now, still a free agent. Like, I don't have a team that I'm signed for. I don't have any contracts in the works at the moment, so I'm looking for a team. But to have people say, please, no matter what happens, like, please stay, we don't want to lose you in the league, we want you to stay, that really meant everything to me. So that was really nice. I appreciate everyone that was saying that, like fans, players, coaches. Like, it was really, really, really amazing just to have that level of like respect for me and that was showing me. So that was great. Of course, during the awards, I was backstage in the player area, talking to all the guys, and that was awesome. Like, meeting all those guys, Aaron and Reed and Arthur and Tyler and John and Alexander and Lotoro and AJ. Like, list goes on and on and on. All the guys I talked to, everyone was super cool. Like, it was honestly amazing. Did all that, great show, great after party. Talked to a bunch of people there. If I've talked to you at any point, just know I really, really appreciated you. Coach Marius as well, like, he was helping me around, get my ID, speaking to people that I need to speak to, helping me out with that as well. So Marius was awesome from Hammer, great fucking coach. Me and him were just talking about defensive line for like an hour and a half. He helped me get around a lot, so thank you very much to Marius. He was a big reason why I was so able to actually like get my ID and get my media accreditation, stuff like that. Without him, it would have been a lot harder. So that was really good to have him. Personal shout out just to Marius for that one. And then we get into we had all the after party. Trust me, there's a lot of like stuff that we talked about. Sunday, game day. Me and Nick, we head down. We get to the power party, which was awesome. Like, I didn't get to see all of it. I really wish I got to see that inside the museum. Didn't get a chance to see inside the museum, but I saw what I did see. It was really, really cool. The food place was cool. I really wanted a tattoo. There was like a tattoo parlor. I tried to get a tattoo. They were booked out, unfortunately. But that was all really cool. Like, food was great. I spent a ton of money though. But get to the stadium, get into the great seats, literally on the 50, up in the media area with Tebs and Harvey, watching Bristol win Brit Bowl during the ELF Championship with 36,000 people was sick. But then the game, oh my god, it's exactly the game that we wanted, exactly the game that we needed after this whole year. Teams being a bit weird sometimes with like expectations, and of course players like having troubles. Obviously, the Hamburg Sea Devils just put a player statement out, but it was a weird year. Like, we had a lot of really, really good, but we had a lot of really, really bad. And I think that's kind of obvious to anyone that watched this season, but it was such an amazing final. It really was. It was the best two teams, I think, in the league. And I think that showed. I think that really did. It was a fantastic game. Of course, Robbie Lackman with one of the best performances by the end in ELF history. Did it in a championship game. He looked unstoppable to play, where he's taken on Holub, who's a first team All Europe, just forklifts him out of the way. Just pure power. Incredible performance by Robbie Lackman. And how do we not talk about performances and talk about Lewis Geyer? Again, one of the best receiver performances in playoff history. 3 touchdowns, 9 catches. Let me actually get up the full stats for him. Yeah, 9 catches, 132 yards, and 3 touchdowns in his hometown. He's from Stuttgart. He's been at Stuttgart year 1 at a stopgap in Cologne, came back, and has just won a championship in his hometown. Incredible story. You really couldn't write it. Alessandro Vagani and Riley Hennessy both retire, which I ain't gonna lie, definitely made me emotional as well. Like, it was an emotional weekend overall. With those 2 guys retiring, amazing for them, like, to go out on top. Honestly, for everything they've done in Europe, so I want to thank both of them. They've both been champions. They both finished out on top as some of the best players to ever have played in Europe. So, congratulations to both of them. I talked to them both personally. It was good moments, but it's hard to see them go. You know, you don't want to ever see players retire, but such is the way. But yeah, it was glad to see them go out on top. But honestly, that surge defensive front, the whole team was just incredible. They registered 8 sacks against one of the best offensive lines in the league, which is just incredible. The pressure was unreal, like, for the whole game. They were getting played, I think they had like 5 in the first half. It was honestly unfathomable how good the Surge defensive line was. And while on that, I think this is the best defense we've ever seen in ELF history, especially for a playoff run. We saw them take out the number 1 offense in the league with Madrid. Then we saw them take out Munich, which is another explosive offense. And then we see them take out Vienna. And like, the combined sack numbers, they have like 5 against Madrid. I think they had like 5 or 6 against Munich. And then they also got 8 against Vienna. Like, that's incredible. Raheem Wilson, Mitch Fettig, and a bunch of other guys that are making up this team. Obviously, Lucas Sieber had another great game. Like, it's so complete everywhere. And I think, in my opinion, it's the best defense that we've ever seen in ELF history. And I'll reiterate that on the ELF Live when we get to it, because it was just incredible to watch. Honestly, it was a pleasure. Majda Vigatkovic, Ben Wensar, Giovanni, Mbala, like Beck, Zista, Buch, like Kles. Man, it was honestly fantastic. Like, it was an amazing team, and I think it is, in my opinion, the best ELF defense of all time. Vienna, on the other hand, you know, it was a solid game. They did really well defensively, got 3 interceptions. Offensively, the offensive line was not, of course, good. You give up 8 sacks, kind of hard to argue that. But, like, they did have some good moments. Kari had a good game. I think Ben actually had a solid game. I think it was his best game of his career, but he had a solid game. Reese Horn had a really good game. Obama had like a couple moments, but that catch at the end didn't get out of bounds, which was really a bit confusing, but you know, it is what it is. Svankor, 10 tackles and a sack. Lalo had a good one as well, all over the field. Of course, Nikos Hozar had like a mixed game, but had some really good moments, especially that pick. And then they were playing Lucky a little bit outside. They were playing Lucky as more of a linebacker. It seemed a bit odd. They both sides of Vienna. It was a little bit different to how they normally look throughout the whole year. Like, you got Lucky playing as more of like an outside linebacker as opposed to a defensive end or a rush. And then you got the offense, which are running a lot more like play action screens and making Ben turn his back to the rush, which I thought was a little bit odd. But I don't know what was going on with that. I feel like we didn't see that as much during the season, but I might be wrong. But it seemed like they trying to maybe change their plans a little bit. It perhaps didn't work as they expected. Maybe they saw something or thought they saw something. They scored 0 points in the second half, which was surprising. But the crowd was so loud as well. You really hear that home field advantage by Stuttgart Surge. That's incredible. But yeah. As for what's next for both teams, of course, Stuttgart kind of have to rebuild now. They've lost a couple centerpieces. There's going to be probably a couple more retirements in a way. Shout out Roman Van Hart as well. He just retired from Munich Ravens. One of the best offensive linemen that Europe's ever produced. So it's a shame to see him go. But I think we will have more retirements from the Surge now that they've won. So that's gonna hurt. It's going to be interesting to see how they rebuild. Vienna is one of the best teams to not win a championship. I think it might be the best team to never win a championship currently, as it stands. 0-2 in the last couple of years. But it's tough because they've fallen to such incredible teams. Ben Holmes had a great year, like overall, just an amazing year. They had a few injuries throughout the year, but Kari did well, Reese Horn did well, Bill Bummer had a good year, Noah Torre had a good year, Anna had a good year. Like, you can't really improve it that much. I just think they kind of need maybe just need to get over the hill. I don't know what that looks like, but they got to do it at some point. 0-2 in the last 2 championships, not great, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. It's a great franchise, love and respect. A lot of guys over there. As for what's next for me, like I said, I don't have a team at the moment. Waiting on people maybe to contact me. I don't want to reach out to people and demand. Maybe I have to. I don't know. We'll see. But at the moment, I don't have any concrete offers, which is a shame. I do want to have that. Next plans for the channel. I need to get Lucky's video done. I'm still with that Wi-Fi. Can you believe that? Still don't have Wi-Fi in my house. It's been 3 weeks. So that's been a struggle. But Lucky video, a Willie P video, and absolutely, I think the next one I'm going to make is Lewis Guy. I think I need to make a Lewis Guy video. I teased that before the championship game. And then he did this. I think he deserves his own standalone video. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to start making a lot more college stuff again. Watch longs for international games. Definitely still going on. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a mixture of European and college stuff until I get some kind of offer, or if I'm working with a team, or I'm working with a league, or I don't know. We got to see. My future is very much up in arms. I've teased a retirement a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've mentioned a few people, if I don't get anything this year that I can move forward with, might be ropes. We'll see though. I'm really hoping that isn't the case after, like I said, after how much support I had at the awards. But it's just reality of it. I need contracts to keep working, and at the moment, future of American football in Europe is up in arms. I don't think anyone really has a concrete answer. So we'll see until that's sorted. Just gotta keep making videos. Hope I don't go out of focus too much like I just saw there. But yeah, like I said, this one's just gonna be me talking. A few clips to game, but very unedited. Wrapping up my thoughts on the weekend. And the league overall, it was an amazing year. It has been just such a fun year to cover. The watch-alongs and the live and talking to you guys in person at the championship game, and you can hear my voice is fried because I've been talking just so much. You know what I'm really surprised about? Everyone's like, oh my god, I couldn't believe how tall you are. I had, shit you not, 30, 40, 50 people say that. I'm 6'3". I want to put that into perspective. People were so shocked, which is odd, I feel, but I don't know, maybe I look shorter on camera, but well, I gotta make more appearances in games, I guess, until people realize I'm a fairly tall person. Yeah, my voice is tired. It's been a long year of VLF football, but I'm gonna take a couple days to collect, just finish off my masters, hopefully. I gotta redo one semester, but we'll see. I want to get that finished. I think that could open up some doors for maybe grad student stuff, or maybe a head of scouting role would be easier to obtain. But yeah, I think I've got anything else. Let me know what you thought. Let me know your thoughts on the year. I'll see you next time on the Guy video. I'm going to try and get that out ASAP. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Swansea over the next couple of weeks with my girlfriend. So just kind of decompressing after a long year. Yeah, having said that, see you soon. See you soon with lots of projects, I'm hoping. Goodbye. Thank you for the support all year, but goodbye. So I literally just finished recording, like I've not even taken the microphone stand down. And the American Football Alliance posted the following statement. EFA statement. The European Football Alliance has decided, starting with the 2026 season, EFA teams will not participate in the European League of Football. Our focus is on building a sustainable, transparent and fan-centered league aligned with best practices in professional sports governance. Together with Europe's leading franchise, we are working on a modern NFL-style model that delivers for fans, partners and investors. To all fans, sponsors and investors, professional football will be played in 2026. Fucking great timing on my part, right? Yeah, this is kind of like a live reaction. Like, I don't know if I should be happy or sad. I don't know. Man, what a weird time. So, yeah. Crazy that was actually posted as I was finishing editing this up. Well, not even editing. Like, literally finished recording. Checked my phone. I film on silent. I always film with my my phone on Do Not Disturb. And this is blowing up on my phone. So, yeah, fucking, I guess we wait and see what happens. Maybe I should have done this an hour or two ago. Actually, no, it probably would have been more annoying if I waited an hour or two or so. We'll see. I don't know. I've been saying this the last couple of days. You know what? I had some people go, you know something. You know something. Nope. Nope. Fucking hell. We'll see. Yeah, I'm honestly speechless. Not really sure how to feel. No. Hopefully, more will be known in the coming days. See you later again. Second goodbye of the video is unfortunate, but yeah. See you guys soon.